The Last Ride to Seattle. Based on a true story, I don't usually share personal stuff, but this story hasn't let me sleep for over 2 years. I keep thinking, what if I had stayed on that bus? What if I hadn't gotten off? This all happened in November 2022. I was taking a night bus from Spokane to Seattle, about a 5.5-hour ride. I chose Greyhound because it was cheap, and I was in a rough spot financially. The trip started around 11 p.m. The bus was nearly empty, maybe 6 people total. All adults, quiet, no one talking, just your typical night ride. I sat all the way in the back, not because I like it, I just wanted to be far from the driver and everyone else. I had my headphones, a jacket as a pillow, and a thermos of coffee. 20 minutes in, we stopped at a gas station. 2 new passengers boarded, a woman in her 50s and a man whose age I couldn't place. Could have been 25, could have been 40. One of those faces that looks both too young and too worn out. Dusty jacket, jeans like he just stepped off a construction site. He sat 2 rows in front of me by the window. The woman sat closer to the middle of the bus. An hour passed. Everything was fine, and then he turned around. At first it was just a slow turn, like he was checking who was behind him. I glanced at him, then quickly looked away. There was something in his eyes that didn't sit right. He was scanning people. Not in a hostile way, more like he was mapping us out, memorizing. It felt deliberate. I pretended to sleep. Another 30 minutes passed. Then the whispering started. I couldn't tell if it was to himself or someone else. Barely audible, just bits and pieces. They think it's just a road. They don't know that. Someone has to. Not full sentences, just fragments. Then he turned around again and locked eyes with me. I opened mine, and he was staring straight at me, unblinking. His eyes were red, not like in a horror movie, more like sleep-deprived, irritated, like he hadn't rested in days. I looked away. My heart was racing, but I kept telling myself, he's just weird, maybe mentally ill. Just leave it alone. A little more time passed, and he stood up, slowly. He walked up the aisle, forward, then back, like he was pacing. Then he sat down closer to the woman from earlier. She noticeably stiffened, turned toward the window. A couple minutes later he pulled out a notebook, set it on his lap, started writing. I was walking to the restroom and caught a glimpse. Over and over he'd written the same thing. Look, 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 look. Don't miss it. Don't sleep through it. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. Faster and faster. The woman started glancing around nervously. As I passed him on the way back, he looked up and said, "You see him too?" "What?" I asked. "Behind the driver, don't you see?" I looked up front. Nothing. Just the driver, his reflection in the windshield. "There's no one there," I said. He smiled. "You're lying." Then he went back to writing. 15 minutes later, he got up and headed to the bathroom. He was gone a while, maybe 10 minutes. When he came back, he had nothing with him. No notebook, no jacket. He sat at the back now, near me. Right next to me, actually. Then he leaned in and calmly said, "You should have gotten off at the last stop." I didn't respond. "I saw your ticket. You're not supposed to be on this route." I had no idea what he meant. My ticket was digital. On my phone. I stood up and moved seats, closer to the driver. Thought about saying something, but what would I say? "Hey, there's a weird guy. It's a night bus. The driver's probably seen worse." Another hour passed. I started dozing off. I woke up. He was sitting next to me again, watching. He had the notebook, this time written across the page. My name, big, clear, several times over. My actual name. I don't even know how I noticed it. Maybe subconsciously, maybe I caught it just in time. But I hadn't told him who I was. No one had. Not out loud. I shot up, walked to the driver and said, "I need to get off, at the next stop." He nodded. We pulled over, a tiny rest stop, vending machines, a sign that just said rest area. I got off, alone. It was cold, dark, silent, The driver didn't wait, he just pulled away. The station was closed, no signal, no way to call a ride. I spent the night on a bench, and here's the part I still can't explain. Sometime near dawn, half asleep, I thought I heard a bus pass. The same one. Rolling by. It didn't stop, and when I woke up fully, the notebook was next to me, the same one. I don't know how. But on the first page, written in messy block letters, "Bye, see you soon." I didn't take it with me. Just walked away. I haven't ridden a bus since. And to be honest, sometimes I wake up with my hands shaking, because deep down, I can still feel him nearby. If you made it all the way to the end, then you're exactly the kind of person I'm looking for. Hit that subscribe button. It really means a lot to me. I hope I can keep bringing you more stories, to make you smile, or maybe, to scare you.